up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel, Angie's Addiction. We have got a surprise for you today. We're making Grandma's easy stuffed pepper recipe on the Blackstone 28-inch. You know it. So let's get after this. I gotta tell you guys, I was totally shocked. I actually had a viewer that requested this, and I have been racking my brain for about 3 days. Oh, how can I do it so everything's on the Blackstone? Maybe I can do it this way. I researched and researched and researched, and my husband finally said, Ange, just make it the way you make it and incorporate it on the Blackstone however you can figure that out. So that's what we did. So Paul, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll give you other pointers throughout the video, but this is what I came up with for you. So this is my grandma's recipe. We've got bell peppers. You notice they're in a pot of water. We're going to actually boil them to soften them up since we're not going to be using an oven to bake them. I have made some Spanish rice. Rice Roni brand is my favorite. That's the one my grandma used. My mom used it. We all use it. It's wonderful. Just make it exactly the way that the instructions say, okay? You don't differentiate. You don't change anything. Just make it just like this. Now, you guys, if your rice is tender and it's done and you still have too much liquid in there, just take the lid off of it and stir it and let it sit and stir it until some of that liquid evaporates. Now, you don't want it dry, but you by all means do not want 1/4 of a cup of water in there, okay? So this is how the rice came out. Doesn't that look good? So inside that rice, it actually calls for some Petite diced tomatoes with the juice, okay? Make sure you have the juice. Now, one thing my grandma and my mom didn't do, they didn't add any cheese. Well, we like cheese. So we've got some pepper jack, freshly grated pepper jack, because it's more gooder, right? And then we've got salt and pepper for our beef that we're gonna throw down on the griddle. So again, like I said, we're gonna do these peppers, and then we're gonna start the beef mixture, and we'll mix it with the rice, okay? So, Bridger said, Mom, maybe there's young people that are trying to cook this. You probably should show them how to do the pepper. I said, all right. So I saved 1 pepper for you guys. Even if you know how to do it, I know it's going to be boring, but here we go. So all you're going to do with your pepper, you're just going to cut that top right off. Okay? Just cut it off. Now you're going to go in here like this because there's these little veins. I don't know exactly what they're called, but maybe ribs, like a celery. Okay? And you're going to want to get these seeds out of here. That's all you're gonna do. You're gonna get these seeds out. You're just gonna pull all this stuff out of here because you want as much room for that rice as you can possibly get. And I like to just bang it. There, no more seeds. So we're just gonna put this in this pot of water right here. I'm gonna fill it up too. See that? All right, let's get this going. So let's turn on this burner. Let's see if I can get the right burner to come on. It could be tricky. Oh, epic fail. Next one. Just like that. So we're going to get these going and boiling. These bugs will stay away. That'll be fantastic. All right, let's get this griddle going. So I'm just going to turn on these 2 burners. Get them lit up. We're going to turn them on down to low because we don't need that much heat. It's just hamburger. My goodness. And if you want to know what kind of hamburger, guys, it is just 93% fat-free burger. That's it. 93% fat-free. We do have some stuff blowing on the griddle. Not a fan of that. Put some of this olive oil down. Guess what? I think I got the water out of the bottle. That'll be fantastic. All right, let's get this warmed up. We'll get this stuff going. I did save one more step for you guys. So if you're gonna boil your peppers, you wanna make sure that you put some salt in there with them, okay? And you can do as much or as little as you like. If you are trying to stay away from salt, by all means, don't add salt. Do it how you like. All right. You guys, this is gonna be so good. I'm excited. I am so excited. Sorry if you guys hear me sniffling. We've had a little bit of a cold in our house this last week. But we've got this now. We have got this. You guys, you know I love this Blackstone because it heats up quick. There is no fuss, no muss. I know there's some of you out there. What? You didn't even wait for it to get hot and get that beautiful sizzle. Nah, I'm not making burgers, guys. I just want to brown some beef. I'm so excited to be back with you guys. It's been a while, huh? Bridger, you been missing it? A little bit, a little bit. All right. So while this is heating up, I'm just gonna start chopping this burger up, you guys. Hopefully these peppers will come up to temperature nice for us. That'll be amazing. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time ever making peppers on the Blackstone. When I do the ingredients on the bottom, down below, I will definitely do the way we did it here. I'll also tell you the way that you can do it as like a casserole. I call it an unstuffed pepper casserole. And I'll also tell you how you can do it in an oven, the traditional style, okay? So you're gonna have all the different methods that you need for this exact same recipe, just different. So if you're wondering, you're probably asking yourself, so why is she not making everything on the Blackstone? Okay, so I was telling you earlier, I was going to do that, but then I thought to myself, people probably do not want to watch a 45-minute video. And that's about how long it would take. 45 minutes is a long time to sit and watch somebody make stuffed peppers. And the reason for that is because we do not have the cool cameras yet that we can edit and do all that fun stuff. So I apologize, but we have to kind of just do it almost like a live version. So that's where we are. But eventually, hopefully, we'll get some better stuff and be able to edit and show you everything that we've got going on, okay? I'm gonna crank this heat up a little bit, get this going. I'm sure that's exactly what you guys wanted to do today, was sit and watch somebody brown hamburger. Not today. Not today. So, here's a fun fact. So, remember I was just talking about some unstuffed peppers? So, if you were to do this, you could actually, if you wanted to do it in the house, you could just use a frying pan. If you want to do it on the Blackstone, you would make your rice in a cast iron skillet on the Blackstone, but you've got to find something that will cover that so that you can cover that rice up while it's cooking. And then you can do your burger on the side. See what I'm saying? And then if you boiled your peppers, you could just put your rice in there and close your dome lid, especially if you're like camping like us. This would be a great, the way that I'm doing it right now, would be great for camping because I could pre-make my rice, I could pre-boil my peppers, and then when we're camping, all I've got to do on the 22 inches is just cook this burger up, fill them peppers up, and then close that dome with some steam in there, and bam, you got stuffed peppers when you're camping. Now, if you do it like a casserole, like I was saying, you could do it in the cast iron on here. So instead of stuffing your peppers, you would chop your peppers. Chop them up nice and fine, and just add them in with your rice. While you're cooking your rice with the tomatoes and the juice, just cook it with the rice, and then add your burger to it. Put your cheese on top, close that dome lid, put a little bit of water around that pan, and steam it down. Now you've got a beautiful unstuffed pepper casserole, okay? Now, if you're gonna do it in the oven, the way I would do it, the way that my grandmother did it, is you wouldn't cook your peppers at all. Not even a little bit. You would actually leave them raw, and you would cook your burger, you would cook your rice, and then you would fill them up and put them in the oven in a 9x13 baking dish, and that will usually hold about 6. I want to say 6 peppers. Fill it up with a little bit of water in the bottom. Cover it with foil and bake them on 350 for about, I don't know, 25 minutes, maybe 30. Just long enough to get them peppers tender. And if you wanted to add cheese to it, you could uncover it after that 25 minutes, add your cheese to the top, put it back in and let it brown a little. And guys, that is the way I've always had it my whole life, and they are amazing. Yes, we are heating up now. I'm pretty excited. I know you guys are too. So what you guys got going on new at your houses? Anything fun and exciting? I know there's been elk hunting and deer hunting. Anybody else been doing any of that fun stuff? How about fishing? I'm pretty much sure I'm ready to start going fishing again. It's finally cooled off. The fish ought to be biting. Should be about that time, I would think. Hopefully all you boys that are out there hunting are getting what you want so you can feed the family for the year. I know I can't wait till my husband gets our deer and hopefully an elk this year. I sure love that. So good. All right, so this is starting to brown now, guys. So I'm gonna actually add some salt and some pepper. And you guys can salt this and pepper it to your liking. I'm not gonna tell you it's 1.5 teaspoons because honestly, I don't know. I just do it till it looks great. Now in the peppers, I do love some salt in my burger. I don't know why, but it just goes so good with that rice. It is amazing. And I'm gonna chop this up pretty fine because I really want to incorporate it with that rice and just make it really, really good all the way through. Now I'm gonna put cheese on the top of the pepper, but you know what? Here's a fun fact. If you really wanted to, you could put cheese in the bottom of that pepper, put a little bit of the rice and hamburger mixture, put a little more cheese, put a little more mixture, and then top it off with cheese again. You can use all kinds of cheese. You can use cheddar, provolone, mozzarella, whatever you want. I like the pepper jack the best though. I think that one works really nice and it's a nice creamy, melty consistency. Oh yeah. So the peppers, they're getting hot over there. They're not boiling yet, but they are coming along. You can see it's gonna get ready to start boiling. So when we do this, we're only gonna boil them for about 5 minutes because they're gonna get tender on us. And we don't want them so tender that they're falling apart and mush, but we do want them tender enough to where when we put them in and we do the steam on them, that they're gonna brown a little bit on the bottom and finish cooking a little bit from the steam. So So we tried to do an Instapot video. That was super fun. It was like an hour and a half long. No, for real. It was like an hour and a half long. We had got a video editor thinking that we could pause and come back and pause and come back. And that was pretty great. And no, so the video editor that we put on the phone, it actually cut off the top of my head. And then cut off half of the food, and then told me that the file was too large. So it was an epic fail, but just so you know, the Instapot spaghetti was amazing. So again, hopefully we'll get something a little better. Maybe Santa will bring me something for Christmas so that we can actually do inside meals that don't take forever for you to watch. I don't know about you guys, but I love my Blackstone and I love to cook on it, but I also do a lot of cooking in the winter in the house because it's really cold where we live and really blowy. And it blows my flame out, and then I have to get irritated. So, there's that. Look at this, guys. It's coming along. It is coming along. I'm pretty excited. So, you remember I told you we use the 93% fat-free? This is why. Can you see there's hardly any oil coming off of this? I want a little bit just to mix in with that rice, but hardly any, which is fantastic. I'm gonna add just a little more pepper and a little more salt. Ooh, we're boiling, guys. Let's set a timer, huh? Alexa, set a 5-minute timer. If you don't have one of these, you guys gotta get one. They're amazing. I don't have to carry timers around with me anymore. It's pretty great. Oh, you want to know what it is? My bad. I probably should tell you, huh? So it's just a Fitbit. I think it's the Versa 3 or something. I don't know, but it's pretty amazing. We're just gonna go ahead and let that finish up doing its business. Look at these. They are beautiful. Beautiful. Now you guys notice I have this pie pan? Yeah. That's what I'm gonna steam them there peppers in. It holds 4 of them. Famously. Not gonna lie. Now, I think if you needed to make more than 4, because I promise you, 1 box of rice-a-roni and 1 pound of hamburger is going to make more than 4 peppers. But the stuffing itself is really, really good by itself. So, Bridger doesn't care for peppers very much, so we make 4, just enough for me and the husband. And then I will have some of the stuffing for tomorrow for lunch, and I'll give the husband some more stuffing for his lunch to go with his peppers, because it's that good. But I think that if you were to boil 6 or 8 peppers and you wanted to put them directly on your 28-inch with the hood, I think you could probably just pour the water around the peppers and then close that hood, and I'll bet you could steam them just like that without even being in a pan. The hood actually works very nicely. We do it when we do the breakfast burritos. We close the lid and melt the cheese down, so that is definitely something you could think about. All right, I'm gonna turn these ones off, and we're gonna go ahead and add this hamburger to the rice mixture. Hopefully my bowl is big enough. Oh my goodness. We might need a bigger bowl, Bridger. We should hope not. And like I said, if you wanted to make the rice in a cast iron skillet, you could do it right out here. Or even like how I have the burners on this 28-inch griddle, you could even just make it right on the stovetop that we have. All right, let's get this stirred up while those peppers are finishing up their boiling bath. Oh, I'm pretty excited about this. We haven't had peppers for a while. And some people like more peppers in their stuffing, so when you cut those tops off, you could even dice the tops and put the peppers in with the stuffing. It wouldn't hurt. I'm not gonna lie, it would not hurt. You guys all getting excited for Halloween? Oh my gosh. I love Halloween. Halloween is like chili day, right? I don't know how many of you guys make chili for Halloween, but I love chili on Halloween. Just makes the whole house smell good. You guys, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, do you see that? All right, let's go check on these peppers. Look at that. Looky there. Let go. I'm just gonna flip these over a little bit. Some of the shorter ones will probably cook a little better at the top. Some of these bigger ones, I don't know about. So we're just gonna tip them on their side. This one doesn't want to play. See? It doesn't want to. It's fine. You don't have to. Again, we're just gonna soften these up. And if you guys like them more done, by all means, do it more done. It says time's up. I don't quite believe it because they're not quite soft enough for me. So we'll give them just a few more minutes, okay? We'll just keep checking them. It's kind of like when you do stir fry. When you throw all those peppers down, you're gonna throw them down on the griddle, and you're gonna get them hot, and you're gonna kind of blacken that skin a little bit. But when you boil them, you're not blackening them. But they're still gonna have that crisp and that crunch. But oh, so good, so good. Same as when you cook it in the oven. They're not all the way mushy, but they're tender, and that's kind of what you want. You guys, I cannot tell you, I love having this little burner out here. I even seen a thing, the fry basket, you can actually use to cook your, like, spaghetti noodles, or I was gonna bring it out and cook the peppers in it because it has that cool little rack that comes out of it to strain your french fries. I thought, well, how cool is that? You could just put your peppers in there, boil them up, pull them out. But unfortunately, my husband has hidden my fryer from me. I don't think he did it intentionally. I just couldn't find it. So we're doing it this way. So I'm not gonna make you guys wait forever. Just gonna pull these out like this. You see how I'm kind of lifting them upside down to get the water out? You notice that the sheen is gone on these now, and they're a little bit different color. Yes. Oh, yes. It's gonna be so good. Guys, I'm excited. I really feel like you should be excited too. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, don't get burned. And a little hot mama. Hot mama. All right, see that? 4 of them fit beautiful. Okay, now for the good stuff. For the good stuff. Sorry guys, I gotta move my stuff. You paying attention what you're doing there, Bridger? Mm-hmm. You are? Oh, good. All right, for the stuffing. Let's do the stuffing. You guys are gonna love this, I promise. It's so easy that it's ridiculous. No guessing, no like, oh gosh, how am I gonna do this? No, you just make the rice, make the burger, mix it together, throw them in them peppers, stuff it in there good so you can get as much of that goodness in there as you can. I don't know about you guys, but the stuffing is like my favorite. I remember being little and my grandma would make these, and she would always have, do you remember the old, I don't know what they were, who made them? Maybe Corel, but they were little glass square dishes with the little glass lids. And she would always put the extra stuffing in one of those and leave it on the side of the stove in case you got hungry later. And of course I did, because I was a kid and you never eat when you're supposed to eat, right? but it was the best. So when I make stuffed peppers, that's what it reminds me of. It's my grandma's kitchen. Now I made a pretty good dent in that rice in just one pepper. You can kind of see it, right? Like it'll hold some stuffing. As long as you're pushing it down and compacting it in there, it will hold it. And like I said, you guys can layer this. You can put your cheese in and then some rice and then some more cheese. If you like it real cheesy, that'd be a good way to do it. I personally like the stuffing and I'm a fan of it. So I'm putting as much of that in there as I can. This video doesn't go too long for you guys. Like I said, I tried to prep as much as I could for you, and so I'm not there for an hour. I think it's gonna be pretty good. I wish you guys could smell this. You can smell the peppers and you can smell the Spanish rice. Oh, it's yummo. I'm pretty excited, Paul. Thanks for recommending that I make this. Because had you had not, I don't know when I would have gotten around to making these. Look at that. Wasteful. Slopping it down on the counter. Who does that? Angie does. That's who. Sure do. I'm not even messing around here. Stuff them up, stuff them up. Bridger's probably like, oh, Mom, really? So Bridger had a request. We're gonna make sweet and sour stir fry with udon noodles tomorrow. Yes. It should be good. He loves the teriyaki kind. He likes the sweet chili stir fry, but it's a little bit spicy for him. But that sweet teriyaki one, oh Lord, that boy can't get enough of that. I know that he likes sweet and sour chicken, so I figured, hey, we should make some of that. Bridger, you're being so patient with me. I know this takes forever, huh? It's like not a lot of action. Now see guys, had I had a better camera, we could just cut out all of this, just did one, cut it out, and when we got to the fourth one, we could have brought you back. That would have been awesome. But you're getting real-time experience. This is how long it takes for reals. I am just so excited. So excited. Stuff these bad boys in here. Get in there. All right, you see how much we got left? Just a little extra, maybe a little extra for some lunch. You could probably do 2 more peppers and have just a little bit left over. So 6 total is what you could do with 1 box. All right, let's put this on here. Put it in the middle, hey? Let's get this cranked up. Oh yeah, let's get it cranked up. 3 burners. Yeah. I'm gonna put this on high, you guys. Why? Why would you put it on high? I thought you were a low and slow kind of girl. Well, I am. But I need that burner to get nice and hot. So when I throw that water down, these are just gonna steam up so good. Look at this. Put that freshly grated pepper jack on there. Bridger, you want some cheese? I know you do. Probably should get a tripod too when we get a better camera. That way Bridger doesn't have to stand here the whole time. Just saying. Just saying. All right. It's getting hot. Look, we're already melting the cheese in the bottom of that pan. Yes. So So I'm gonna put some water in the pan because it sounds fun. And I'm gonna let this get hot for just a minute, and then we're gonna throw this water down and close that lid. Bridger, you're gonna want your arm out of that way because it will be hot. You know when I'm gonna know it's ready? That little bit of water I put in the pan. It'll start bubbling and I'll know it's ready. We're gonna melt this cheese down and we're gonna have some peppers. Yeah, pretty excited, guys. Wait a hot minute. It's gonna happen. Yeah. Hey, you guys, before I forget to tell you, make sure you like and subscribe, share, comment on there. If you guys want us to make something for you, let me know. I'll be happy to do it. Well, unless it's too crazy. If it's too crazy, I'll just message you back and tell you, I don't know about that. But I will give it my best. You know I will. Look at this. Oh, there's that fantastic lid, you guys. Look at that lid. Oh. I don't know how anybody cooks with one of these without a lid. You can melt cheese on your burgers. You don't even need to buy the little domes. You can just close the lid. Melt it on your breakfast burritos. Guys, get one with a lid. It's worth it. I promise you. Other than I would really like some cleaning tips on how to clean it because it does splatter on there. My little 22-inch that we camp with, ooh, it's a hot mess. I'm not going to lie, you guys. It is a hot mess. So let's just go over this one more time. You're going to do rice Roni, Spanish rice. You're going to make it exactly the way it says on the back of this. If there's too much liquid, you are going to just take that lid off when it's done cooking until that liquid evaporates. It does call for a 14.5 ounce can of diced Petite tomatoes in juice. It does require you to put the juice in. We got water for steaming. We have oil for to cook the hamburger, salt and pepper, Monterey Jack, pepper jack cheese. We had a pot to steam the peppers in. This is our rice mixture with the hamburger in it. Guys, I am so excited. I am gonna run in. Actually, I'm gonna have Bridger run in. You run in and grab us a plate because we are gonna be just about done. But guys, I gotta show you this beautiful view. Look at this. Oh, there's Hank. The old horse out there. I don't know if you can see him or not. Let me look and see. Oh, there he is. Can you barely see him? Yes, yes. That's good old Hank. We're just loving life. It's about 70 degrees today, so that's perfect. Not too rainy and not blowing, so good. All right. I'm just gonna clean up this little bit of mess here. That way when they're all melty, we can cut one open and you guys can look and see for yourselves how this turned out, okay? I'm so excited. So excited. I hear it popping and sizzling. Look at that. You guys, look at this. Oh my goodness. Do you see how most of that water has evaporated off of there? That dome lid is amazing. Amazing. Let's shut these down, huh? We'll pull one of these out of here and see if we can't show you what it looks like. It's hot, Bridger. Maybe not those little grips, but that pan will be good and hot. Look at this. Guys, look at this. Come on over here, Bridger. Let's get him a good look. Let's see how this pepper is done. Oh, it's tender, but still has a little crunch to it. Look at this, you guys. Oh, my goodness. My cheese is sticking. Don't stick. There's a blooper. There is a blooper. Go grab you a fork. Oh, you guys, look at this. See that pepper? It's got just enough crunch. Oh, so good. Look at these ones over here. That is so good. I'm actually gonna close this lid. I'm just gonna let them keep doing their thing while we try this one out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so excited. So excited. All right, again, like I told you, Bridger's not a fan of this type of stuff. So, but he is gonna give it the good old try. Yes, he is. Guys, he really, really doesn't like rice or peppers.
Yeah, no. It tastes good.
Tastes good?
Yeah.
It's that funky texture you don't like, huh?
It tastes like spaghetti.
Kind of?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Maybe the peppers.
The tomato-y pasture. That stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gives it a spaghetti.
Kind of feel, taste. Well, there you have it, guys. It's kind of like spaghetti. Not really, but in Bridger's words, it's kind of like spaghetti.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And like I said, if you like us, share us. Subscribe to our channel. Paul, I hope you like this recipe. And again, I will put in the link down below how to make it in 3 different ways, okay? Again, thanks for coming by, you guys. We'll see you next time.